All the teachers sitting around us here, and even when they move into the office to be a vice principal and a principal, they are still teaching. They're teaching all of you, and principals actually have another big job. They teach the teachers. So in a way, Mrs. Rice is kind of like the teacher for me and all the teachers that are sitting around us here.
Larissa.
And one tradition that we have at Robert Little, before Mrs. Rice retires, and what retiring means is she saved the best school for last. Robert Little. Alright? And Mr. Vandekamp, he's going to explain in a little more detail maybe what she's going to be doing when she's done teaching here. But a tradition we have at Robert Little that I've been doing for a while is when I find out that a teacher or a principal is retiring, I buy one last library book, and I make it a special one. And it's going to be in the library for all of you and all the teachers to sign out and read in the fall, because you know you can't sign out library books now. And the book that I got for Mrs. Rice is Miss Maple's Seeds. Now, I'm not going to read the book, because that would kind of take a while, but basically it's about this very special teacher who goes around collecting seeds and brings them into her home and takes care of them and teaches them and raises them up and prepares them to go out and grow into big trees and plants and things when they're ready. And that's kind of like the job of Mrs. Rice. And a lot of teachers is we've taken our students and we teach them and care for them and raise them up and prepare them to be sent out into the world. And all of these special books that I buy, I usually get a little dedication or inscription in the front. So that way, when you sign it out and you open it up, you will see this little scroll thing here. So you'll know, ooh, this is the book that they got in honor of Mrs. Rice, or the other teachers that have retired and decided, I'm going to finish the best for last here at Robert Little. And it says this book has been given to the Robert Little Library in honor of Principal Carolyn Rice. And then I have taken a little passage, a little quote from the book, and it reads like this, and I thought it was appropriate. She has given them guidance and love, and now her part in their story has come to an end. They say their goodbyes with sweet memories past and bright futures ahead. So Mrs. Rice, on behalf of the school library, the students, the staff, we would like to thank you for those sweet memories past the last few years, and we wish you and your family bright futures ahead.
All right. Now, I am very fortunate to have known Mrs. Rice for a long time. When I first started teaching, I remember having to go out to the room and light the lanterns and put the horse in the stable. And Mrs. Rice had already been there. She'd been teaching for a whole pile of time. And I said, oh. So I blamed everything I learned on her. And then somebody took me along and retaught me what I really should do. But they gave me the task, and they should never do this. You never give this to a man. You never say to him, we'd like you to buy something sentimental and very good for somebody who's leaving. Because I was like, can I go to Home Depot? I'll go to my storage locker. I got stuff there. No, I was told quite openly that those were not options. So I was rescued. So the first part of this would be Mrs. Clark coming through. Come on in. That is part one. Get back down. All right. Now, more in line with what I tend to do, I tend to put a spin on things and make things interesting, as my boss would tell you. So, what we have done, slow down, back up. What I have done is I went on the internet, because as many of you may not know, Mrs. Rice is apparently pretty good golfer. I use that word apparently, okay? Yeah, and this is the problem we're dealing with. Okay, so I sent out a bunch of emails to various clubs around Ontario saying, look, we have this lady golfer at our school. I described her game, and I wish I could say the response was good, but no. Apparently there are a lot of lady golfers who think they're really good in Ontario. So I had to come up with plan B. And plan B was our first trophy. We're very good at the school at celebrating excellence. So what I thought we would do is come up with a new trophy. So without further ado, come on in, Sloan. There we go. Just put her right here. Okay. This is the 2014 Bent Putter Award. It is awarded to, and I have to read this because I got this off of that. It is awarded to the golfer who apparently hits the greens, apparently makes her putts all the time. She doesn't four putt. Apparently takes minimal time swimming for extra golf balls. Apparently never searches in the rough for other people's golf balls, which I do all the time, okay? And apparently loves the game. So, without further ado, I present to you your 2014 Bent Putter winner. Congratulations. And yes, the clock does work. You cannot take the golf balls off it, and I'm sorry, but the putter is broken.
I don't know what to say, boys and girls. I feel like I could cry, but because I just don't know where to put it. This doesn't meet criteria for the living room, but I have a very large shed.
Look at it every time you think you have a good game.
Oh, absolutely. Boys and girls, I was very lucky to come here for the end of my career, but maybe it's the beginning of something else. Every time we end something, we do start something new. And maybe I will be on TSN one day. And if I will, I'm going to do the Robert Little jive so that you know I didn't forget where I came from and where the seeds came from that I wanted to plant. Thank you, boys and girls. Let's have a fantastic last day.